Now, check this out. Let's say you live in the US and you make $3,500 a month after taxes. I'm being generous. Rent, $2,000. Car payment, $500. Car insurance, $200. Health insurance, $200. Phone bill, $100. Wi-Fi bill, $50. Light bill, $150. Water bill, $100. What's the point of making more money if you don't get to keep any of it? Who cares if you make $4,000 a month if you don't get to keep any of it?
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just hope that you're fine wherever you are today. So, people have always been having the American dream. So you ask yourself, if you ask any African today, they'll tell you that, my dream is to get my degree, go look for scholarship and go to US and, get my life figured out. Literally, that's an African person will tell you that they always have an African dream. But what if I tell you it is always not the same case? And as usually know, the grass is not greener on the other side. Some things, it's usually good when you hear from the natives and also people who have been there. So in this video, I'm going to show you. This video is telling a confession of American natives or people who have lived in America for a long time, maybe through their lifetime. Maybe we also have Africans who have gone to the United States. They'll give their perspective about what they think is US. To me, most of them, because they say that America is a third world countries, ironically, right? Because that's not what we are being. That's not what we know back here in Africa. Because, as you know, every person always wanna go to United States. Ask any person in the street in Africa, they'll tell you that they wanna go to United States. But this video will debunk all the things that you've been thinking that United States is. So let's jump into this video and let's meet at the back and have a constructive talk about this video.
Broke and they don't even realize it. I always get Americans tell me, oh, but people in Mexico only make $20 a day. You can get a full meal here for $2. The metro in Mexico City costs 5 pesos, which is like 25 cents. I can go to the market right now and buy 3 kilos of mangoes for like $2. Yeah, people make less money here, but the cost of living is also lower. Americans think that everywhere is like the US. Now, check this out. Let's say you live in the US and you make $3,500 a month after taxes. I'm being generous. Rent, $2,000. Car payment, $500. Car insurance, $200. Health insurance, $200. Phone bill, $100. Wi-Fi bill, $50. Light bill, $150. Water bill, $100. What's the point of making more money if you don't get to keep any of it? Who cares if you make $4,000 a month if you don't get to keep any of it? 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and that includes half of six-figure earners. 80% of you guys are in debt and don't own anything, and half of you guys don't even have $500 in your savings account. But let's call other countries poor and let's call other people poor. Living paycheck to paycheck your whole life and being in debt your whole life should be considered poverty, but it's not. And I know this is gonna hurt a lot of Americans, but it's the truth. The US system wants you to spend every waking moment of your life working and paying into a system that will never benefit you. Slaving away your whole life just to be retired for a measly 10 years. At least here in Mexico, we own our things, we own our houses, we own our cars, we're not in debt. But anyways, that's a story for another day. Let me know what you guys think.
So in the comments of this video, actually many people had so many things to say, as many were like, wait, hold on, we already know we are broke. Like, the Americans were responding and saying that they already have an idea of how broke they are. They don't think that other people are as broke as they are, because literally they already know how their day-to-day lifestyle is. It's like at the end of every month is a bunch of bills, and then the paycheck, you're just consistently going to work just to pay that bills, and that's it. Like, at the end of the day, you don't have much savings or nothing left. So you cannot just combine it and say it's everybody that think that way. Some actually love the way of life of other people in other countries, because why are there many Americans who are moving to other countries, and then it's people from other countries that are moving to America in masses? So some Americans, the reason why they are still in America presently is just because they don't have the money to move, because they would definitely move and go and live somewhere else, or maybe they just don't know how to figure out and consistently make money while living in other country and just live there for the rest of their life.
America place is not real. I'm telling you, it's a third world country with a Gucci belt.
This is the best time to leave the United States of America in its entire history. Think about it. We have all of the information that we need at our fingertips, kind of like my account here. I talk about this kind of stuff to be able to leave the United States of America. We are not ignorant. We know what it is we need to do, what the requirements are to go to another country, how to get a remote job, how to start your own remote job, how to start a company in the next country, whatever it is you want to do, however it is you want to do it, what countries you want to go to, what does it look like, what is the healthcare like over there, what is the temperature like over there. It is all on the internet available for us. Think about this. I have a remote job. I can travel the entire world. I haven't been to the United States in years. I just bought a one-way ticket to another continent just a few days ago, and I don't know how long I'm going to stay there. Doesn't matter. I have a remote job. Welcome to the 21st century. There has never been a better time in the history of the United States of America to leave if you want to leave for whatever the reason.
There is no life in America. There is no life. We are not living here. We are just existing. How can a normal human being work from Monday to Monday just to pay bills? And some people even have like 2 to 3 jobs just to pay bills. We don't sleep here in America. We only nap. I can't remember the last time I slept 8 hours straight. No. 2 hours, 3 hours. At most 5 hours. There's no life here. You don't even have time to sit down and eat as a normal human being. No, you don't have that luxury time. You go to drive-through, order your food, drive, pick your food, bring your food in your car and eat while you drive to work. Is that a life? There is no life here. We are not living. We are just living like AI. We are normal human beings, for God's sake. The funny part of it is that this life never ends. You know the end. No matter how you kill yourself, no. You don't beat the system. There is no life here. There is no life. Out of 365 days of the year, you only have 14 days for yourself to go to vacation. I know what some people do when they go vacation. They wear different clothes, go to different backgrounds, take pictures. And when they come back every week, they dish out these pictures. And you back home, you think, oh, this person is living. Look at where he's taking pictures. Look at him. But it's all fake life. Life in America is like occultic life. Nobody ever say it. It's like a secret court. You don't talk what you see. Baba, you don't come, you don't come. You know they talk. You don't explain it. You don't even tell people. You have to keep lying, living fake life. But within you, really and truly, you are not living. You are only existing. There is no life here. There is no life. The more money you make, the more problem that will come after that money. If you make $5,000 a month, your bill will rise to $6,500. The system is being structured in a way that you must be in debt. It's a normal thing. If you're debt free here in this America, the system will see you as if you are not responsible, that you are not even worthy to be trusted. You must owe in this country. You must owe. And that is how they get you. That is how they capture you. Because when you owe, you don't even go back home. A lot of people came here saying, let me just spend one year and that's it. Baba, if you don't come to this country, you don't go back. It's a trap. The system will definitely trap you. You don't go back. There is no life here.
The fake life and the fact that people cannot really say their experiences about living in America. I understand what he's saying. I totally understand it, because I know that there are a lot of like some immigrants who like to show off, like people in the diaspora who like to show off back to the people back home from different parts of the world that believe that this country is a great place. So for those people who are faking that life, I mean, like, that's all on you. Because if people assume that you're so rich and you have money because of what you show off or the fake life that you're portraying to them, that's on you. If they start begging you and you're selling them a lifestyle that you're not living. So I feel like you living that fake life is a choice, because you can literally decide not to go and be posting some fake photos that does not portray your life. See, the reason why majority of people do not want to talk is I can see the stubbornness of people back home, people back in other countries. They they really just believe that the country is a great place regardless, like everything is perfect in it. So by all means, because they already have that belief, it's hard for you to even change that mind for them. It's hard for you to tell them that, hey, it is not what you actually think it is. They would never believe you. So what are you left with? Just for you to remain silent. So that's why I understand this part that he's talking about.
Honestly, at this point, I don't even want to get rich to even be rich and live luxurious. I literally want to get rich so I can get the fuck out this country. I cannot stand it here anymore. Everything about this country make my fucking stomach bubble the fuck up. Especially the fucking economy. I'm sick of it for everybody, but I'm really sick of it for myself too. Because like, I'm just sick of everything is not being fucking affordable. I'm sick of this fucking rat race shit. Like, I don't even give a fuck about the American dream. Fuck American dream. I don't want no fucking, like, I would like it, yeah, but honestly, it don't even sound that appealing when you think about it, because it's like, damn, you could buy a big ass house and it's like, it's still not even yours. The fucking whoever the fuck can take it back if you don't pay your property taxes, and you still got to do this and do, like, it's just like, is anything ever fucking really what it is? Like, do we just keep fucking working for shit and it's just, you just never get there? Like, I'm confused. Like, even when you talk to people that's fucking doctors and lawyers and shit, they're fucking stressed out and fucking financially not in a good fucking place either, and it makes no sense to me. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, honestly, all this shit is a fucking lie. And that's the reason I really want to move the fuck out of this country. I want to live abroad because I'm tired of idealizing my life based off American standards. I want to go to another country where they're not worried about who got the flyest shoes, who got the nicest car, who got the biggest house. And I don't give a fuck about none of that. I want to live in a fucking jungle. I want to wake up and eat my fruit and pet my pet monkey every day. And not have to sit here and stress about fucking dumb shit like fucking bills and fucking gas and budgeting out no, it's fucking annoying now. It's literally fucking annoying. Like, I fucking cannot stand it here. I cannot wait. I can't wait till I can stitch this video and I'm living abroad in another fucking country. Can't wait.
I don't know why a lot of my fellow Ghanaians actually think like this. If you're a Ghanaian, or not even just a Ghanaian, you could just be West African in general, or somebody that's just from Africa in general. I don't know why a lot of you guys actually think that America is a place where it's flowing with milk and honey. It's all rainbows and sunshines and cookies and cream. Massa, it is not like that at all. The only good thing I can really say is America is definitely the land of opportunity. If you really come here and you work hard and you focus, you can definitely make it. But it's not going to be easy. Let me tell y'all something, man. A lot of y'all come into this country and y'all start to find out that, man, this country is really, really tough. The one thing they don't tell you guys is that, number one, if you're coming into this country and you don't have a place to stay, massa, you're going to suffer. We pay rent every single month. It's not like Ghana where we pay rent at least once a year, or, you know, you pay once every 3 years or something like that, depending on whatever it is. We pay rent every single month. We pay rent, we pay car bills, we pay light, we pay electricity, even the air condition. And from everything in this country, you pay for it. From phone bill, every single month. I'm trying to tell you, the system in Ghana is completely different from the system here in America. But if I'm gonna be honest with you, if you guys are really, really coming into the United States, make sure, I'm telling you, make sure you got a good place to stay and you got papers to work with. Because if you don't have your papers, you're gonna be working these under-table jobs. These under-table jobs will pay you so low, you're gonna wish, you're gonna wish, Christ, that you're back in Ghana. I'm telling you right now, if you want to come to this country, please make sure you have your papers. Make sure you find a way to actually get your papers. Number two, make sure you have a good place to stay. Because if you come here, massa, you're going to just come and see these other people that are over here that are suffering. There are a lot of people that are struggling here in this country. America is not a place of milk and honey, cookies and sunshine. When you come into the system, make sure you understand how the system works. Learn how the system works. I'm trying to tell you, talk to somebody who knows the system. Let them teach you how the system works so that you can be very well educated before you step foot in this country. Because I don't want you to step foot in this country without actually being prepared.
Heavy on the bills side. Like, let's just talk about these bills. Because we know in America, the bills is really a lot. And it's really different for me compared to me living in my country before and then living in a place where it's like everything is bills, bills, bills. When the last video I made about pay transparency video, where people actually show what they do, their routines during their payday, it's literally just bills, bills, bills. And I know everybody pay bills in every country, but there's levels to bills. When you literally have to pay bills and every single thing about your life, that's just too much. And I never really thought that people actually pay for water in this country, because literally Why are you paying for water bill? Like, people pay taxes and stuff. So there's some things that I feel like, oh, then why are you even paying taxes for in the first place? Because some things I feel like they should just be, free. Like, not really free, because technically your taxes should be going into that, and just let you use them as their natural resources to some extent. But I mean, like, there's just so much we can talk about. Then you being taxed literally for every single thing. Come on. It's like, as soon as you just get your paycheck, everybody becomes like shark. Like, you go to every corporation, they're like sharks. They're trying to pinch and pinch and pinch and take everything. Like, you would be left with nothing.
Man, I don't know who needs to hear this, but this shit is hard. This shit is difficult. The life in the US is very difficult, man. Sometimes it's just overbearing. Like, god damn. And people are quick to be like, oh, you're in the US, you should be grateful. Of course I'm grateful. Of course I'm thankful. Of course I'm happy. I'm grateful every second to be able to be in the US and live the life you guys think we're living. We're not living that life, oh. We're not living it. All we are doing is bills. I'll be like, oh, you have a house, you have a job. That job is that you have a car. That car is financed. It's financed. I just want to rant. I just wanted to rant, man. And then when you try to say something, they'll be like, oh, at least you're here in the US. You literally have uncles and aunties that think you have three. You have trees here in the US that produces money. Oh, you are in the US. You're supposed to have money. You're in the US. You are a college graduate. You're supposed to be living a comfortable life. What comfortable life? All we do is pay one bills to another bills and another bills and this and you are paying house rent, car insurance, car note, car this, food, groceries, phone bill, gas, electric, even water bill you are paying. I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. And they be like, oh, I thought you were a college graduate and you have your bachelor's degree, you should be doing better. See, the truth of the matter is, I have 3 college degrees. I have a degree in psychology, kinesiology, and criminology. 3 that I acquired here in the USA. And don't get me wrong, I did not pay for those degrees. I had a full basketball scholarship, and I played basketball, and I had a good grade. So I had both basketball and academic scholarship. So that was what was able to allow me get my degree for free here. But I still work for it. I played basketball. I worked my behind for it. Don't get me wrong. So because a lot of times people are so quick to get distracted. No, that's not why I'm here to say or do whatever. I'm just trying to rant because I feel like I need therapy. But why go pay $100 for therapy where I can have my own paid therapist right there? You guys now. If you gotta help a brother and help a sister. I don't want to go and pay therapist because I'm just barely paying my own bills. Why do I have to go and pay a therapist? And then they'll just tell me things I know I would have heard already when I go on to search and Google online. So you know what? Going forward, we're going to be our own therapist. You want to rant, you come online and rant, and we'll give you advice what to do. I'm not ranting because I'm not being appreciative. I appreciate every single thing America has given me. But I'm just saying, for those people in Africa that think like, oh, we are living the life because we're here in the US. We are not. We're struggling. We are struggling. All we do is pay one bills to the other. We go to work in the morning and do a 12-hour shift. And by the time we get back home, it's not even enough time to cook a good dinner. We just take a shower and eat whatever we have in the fridge and microwave. I'm not talking about people that microwave food because I do too. But I'm just telling you, just giving you a little tip on whatever we do here in the US. You go and work 12-hour shift. You come back around 8 p.m. By the time you take a shower and eat, it's almost 10. You are going to bed. You wake up the next day and you're repeating the same cycle over and over again. You go for vacation, right? Paid vacation. But what you're thinking about is your bills when you come back home. Man, I'm proud of you guys, man. We are trying, oh. We are trying, man. This shit is hard, bro. I'm thinking about my next babe. I'm gonna be paying. If you are planning on going to school to get your bachelor's degree or your bachelor's degree in psychology, kinesiology, and criminology,
I'm not praying whatever happened to me to happen to you, but I'm just saying, majority of people that have the same degrees I have, they barely have a sustainable lifestyle after college. If you don't have your master's degree, if you're not planning on going back to school to get your master's degree, you just want to stick to like just your bachelor's degree, it's hard to get a good paying job with just a bachelor's degree in kinesiology, psychology, and criminology. It's very difficult. You're talking about where you have to go to school to get your master's degree to have a good income. How? Where do I want to save that money and go to school and get my master's? Of course, I want to go to school, but where? Where do I want to save the money and start thinking about going to school to get my master's? From where? That shit is difficult, bro. Like, I swear. People like, oh, precious, live like you're having a good life. What good life? See, all this is pretense, so it's pretense. One thing, no matter how or no matter what I've been through in the US, it never takes my joy away. It never takes that smile away. It never takes that goofy side about me away. I still try and maintain that because that's who I am, despite all the stuff I've been through. When if I start talking about what I've been through, people will look at me and be like, but you're still smiling. So that one is a story for another day.
So usually it was actually very rare for you to see videos like this actually talking about where you hear people talking about their experiences living in the like US, how life is. Majority of the time people were silent, or you used to see, maybe I would say a few years ago, you used to see more of most people who moved to the US from other countries taking photos of like life that they're not living, trying to look like they are living a very good like lavish life, or this luxurious life. But now I'm seeing more people actually trying to be more honest and be like, see, like, we're struggling and we are not, like, really, we're working and working and working. It's not just a life where we just lay down or go to a tree and just cut some money out. So it's like, I think they've gotten to the point where they're like, wait, we're tired of this, so we're just going to be honest. Because most people in other countries really do think that everything is so easy in this country, because that's what they think. If some of you have even watched videos where people go to other countries and actually have interviews with them and ask them, like, what do they think about America? What do they think? What are their thoughts? Do they wish to go there someday? You guys will see those type of comments and see how majority of people think that they want to come to this country and actually live this like happy life. They want to just make it in life, they just immediately tell you that they want to be rich and they're gonna come here and be rich. So that's just it. So I'm actually glad to see people actually saying their experiences. Not to say that there are people who actually are very successful, who have made very good success, but at the same time I feel like, I like that some people are being honest about their life, so people don't think that everything is just the good parts. Let us show the bad and the good side of things always.
Welcome back again. I hope you've watched the video and you've seen the perspective of these individuals, and they are genuine, and you can literally see that they are in US, or maybe a few of them are not in US. So I'll use an example of people who I know. So I have a friend, also an African American, who came to the motherland just recently, and I had to talk to him basically one-on-one. We've walked through different places, we've gone through different places, and I've learned a lot of things from him, bearing the life in US and the life in Africa. Look, for example, when he goes to barber shop, he literally pays something less than $1, but in United States, it's something around, he told me it's around $3 or $4 or maybe $10. That's what he told me. And this is not even with the tip. So when they get a tip, it's around $11 for doing barber shopping, but in Africa it's less than $1. And when you even give the same $1 to a person, they are so grateful. And this tells you, and even if you look at the housing system in US and the housing system in America, when purchasing a house in Africa, it's relatively cheaper as compared to purchasing a house in the United States, where you'll be always paying something monthly. I mean, look at it in that perspective. The lives, the living standards of people, the type of food that people take now. Mostly in the USA, people take genetically modified foods. as compared to Africa, while they try to push the agenda of increasing food security in Africa, so that they try to induce some genetically modified food, or maybe in our agriculture, so that we can improve the quality of food. But that hasn't been so much put in place. It means that we are still consuming food which is naturally good for a person's health. I've seen a couple of people who have come to Africa who have reduced weight dramatically because they started eating clean, not as in the USA where they eat burgers. Because, you know, there's a culture of where they have those tacos, where those cars just pass, and then you order some burgers, you order some fries, and that's the type of food that you eat. I've seen people who also live in a situation where you live to. We have these people, the riders, who bring you food on your house. You don't have even time to walk to go to interact with the locals, as compared to Africa, where people just live and go in the market, buy them one-on-one. So comparing these different kinds of lifestyle, when a person lands in the United States, they can see the skyscrapers and say that, okay, I'm somewhere different. But try to look at it deeply. A person who is earning in the United States and a person who is earning in Africa, these are totally different people. Look, it might look like you are earning a lot in the United States, but most of the money is not yours, because it will go on other things that you'll be doing, taxes, name all of it. Most of the money you have, they are not yours. As compared to in Africa, the amount of money you have, majority of them are yours, because even the taxation system doesn't take much as compared to the United States. So just think about it and tell me, between Africa and USA, which one is the third world country? For me, according to the reasons that I've given you, I think United States might be a third world country in that context. Not that it is poor or something, but bearing with the facts that you are giving, it is a third world country. Most of you might not agree with this. Most of you possibly who have had a chance of coming to Africa and experiencing this and seeing this for themselves, they can tell you that it's true. Life in Africa is getting better day by day, while life in the USA is deteriorating day by day. It's not a surprise, because this is something which is here to happen. Africa is growing day by day, while the US is crumbling. So another call for you. Any African American want to come to Africa, experience life, you got to take that chance and come back to the motherland. You got to see it for yourself. Maybe Africa has around 54 countries. You can choose the country that you want. Doesn't have to come to Kenya. You can go to any country that you want, So make a choice, make a move, and set your foot in the motherland. You'll experience what other people also experience. Until then, let's meet on the other video. Peace, love, and harmony. Peace be with you. Salute.